I started off into sport, just playing myself when I was at school, playing hockey, and then I went on to study at Strathclyde University, a Bachelor of Arts, Sport and the Community. I then went into various sort of management roles in smaller sports facilities before moving to Perth and Kinross in 2000, where I managed a portfolio of different sports facilities up there. Originally they were all dry facilities, and then eventually taking on some swimming pools as well. I then moved on briefly to a role in Ayrshire before coming to Heriot Watt about 9.5 years ago to be originally Deputy Director of Sport here, and then on to being Director of Sport, and then with the sort of winning the bid for Oriam, Scotland Sports Performance Centre, into the Chief Executive's role for that as well. Definitely, without a doubt, career highlight is bidding for, winning and building Oriam, which has just been a fantastic journey, really exciting, and really pushed me to the limits of my ability. Had to learn lots of new stuff regarding construction that I didn't know at all, at the same time, and making sure that it does what it needs to do for performance sports students in the community. I have to say I can't really recall any particularly negative experiences. I think generally, it's about how you approach it, and I've always been able to go into a room and let my knowledge base do the talking rather than my gender. I think it is male dominated. I don't think there's any doubt about that in sport, but I do believe that women who are in senior roles or have got to senior roles are taken just as seriously as their male counterparts. It's just that there isn't as many of us, which is something that would be good to address. I personally think so. I think what women in roles need to do is decide how they want to accelerate their career, and they need to decide to do that following the same manner as a male counterpart would. I think women have, generally, if they want to have a family, they have an unfortunate situation where it does mean a career break, but if a male was to take the same time out, then the outcome, I believe, would be the same, and I think that's unfortunate that it's got to always be the female, but that's just nature. I think for females, when they come back from maybe having a family, they can get to exactly where any male counterpart would be. It just perhaps takes slightly longer because they have had a period out of their career, and I think that's only natural. It's really about women being confident in the role, and even though you are around a lot of males. I'll give you an example. Recently, when we bought all of the landscape machinery for Oriam, I said there was myself as a female chief exec, our head grounds person is a female, Heather McKinnon, and our director of ops is a female, Lorna Metcalf. And I said to Guy, I bet this is the first time that you've been in a room with females buying tractors, let alone 3 females making a decision about what tractors get bought to cut the grass for the football pitches. And he was like, absolutely. So it just shows you that it is still very much a male-dominated area, but if you work hard and actually just let your own ability talk and have a confidence about your own ability, I believe the opportunities will come just the same as a male counterpart. Yeah, I think in terms of getting more girls to actually go into sport, then it's about the way sport's presented in schools, and coming over some of the barriers that are well known around about that, because I think people wanting a career in sport comes from an enjoyment of sport as a youngster, and that's certainly most of the people I know that work in sport, that's why. And once I started playing sport and loved it, that's just all I wanted to do was work in it. So I think it's about getting that piece right. I then think it's really about women looking at managerial roles, and is that what they want to do, or do they want to go in health and fitness sort of route? Either's totally fine. I think what I would say to any student looking to female student looking to go into sport is work out what sort of career pathway you'd like to follow. Sometimes, it can be narrow in sport and there isn't many senior jobs. Look at what degree you want to do, what postgraduate degree you might want to do. Sport is just another business, so having a business related degree can be very useful rather than a sort of narrower sports degree, depending if you're wanting to go up into management roles like my own. And believe in yourself, and actually if you can park your gender, then it's much more likely that other people will, and they'll just notice ability and they won't even notice gender. I think sometimes women do actually do themselves a disservice by thinking about it too much, and actually what they should do is just go on with it, proving that they have the capability to do the job.